Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to that South Austin fish room where everything and nothing happens, where everybody has a chill time. I'll be your host this evening. As always, I'm New Local Austin. It's been a good week. Let's see. Working on turning off the music, folks. Here we go. There we go. My goodness, my goodness. Zen Ginger in early, Resident Alien 86. Shout out. Good to hear from you. Glad you're well. Melvin. Legacy Riders. Only Oscars. Welcome, welcome. Hey, hey, Gina's Reef. How are you, my dear? I'm glad that you guys are back home, back in your natural environment, as it were. I'm sure it feels awesome. So, good luck to you. Have a good holiday. I think I might not. I'm thinking I'm not going to do a stream next Wednesday. In lieu of that, I'm going to try to get items for shipment out on Monday. I'll be talking to those involved via email to get a confirmation on the other end before I put these fish in a box and send them into the void. I swear that's like the only part of the hobby I don't like. And it's because of the uncertainty and the powerlessness. But you know what I mean? Like we're keeping nature in a box. You know what I mean? There's a certain amount of powerlessness there inherent in the hobby. You know what I mean? But boxing stuff up, that counts as doing stuff. No, goodness, Gina. It's hard to find. It's hard to find. Well, it takes a long. You got to be very patient while you wait for help. That is what the problem is. Like there's yeah. Good luck. All the touching all the crystals and everything, and like sending good vibes your way. You know what I mean? Like I believe that you got to get into manifesting a little bit. You know what I mean? Like you probably already are. Yeah, only Oscars. You're having trouble in your area. You're not the only one. And because of that, families put up with a lot from caregivers as well. I've seen habits that I personally wouldn't do in my professional work, in my professional life. You know what I mean? But yeah, We are looking at a 20-gallon long that we have looked at several times before with my peppercorns in it. One albino baby, don't ask me. Nature. My albinos have bread. My albino plecos, uh, my little bristles, and there's babies all over the tank. I just saw them today while I was feeding, so life is great. I missed them last night, or that's how they come out of the cave. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it'd be easy to miss them. Like I was thinking about putting the camera on it, but the water clarity isn't great. Um, and they're so small that like we probably wouldn't be able to see it. So this tank is looking really good though. I even have a small crypt in the towards the right there that they have left alone and has leaves. So you know what I mean? Like maybe it'll stay. They left the onions alone too for some reason and left them in there. They've moved around pretty much everything else in the tank at will. That 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 Java moss sitting front and center. As I was setting up the camera, they moved that there. I don't know whether it was by accident or just me being in front, like caused one of them to swim under it and then move it. But pretty hilarious. We'll give them some food here in a minute. And it's time to get more bottom feeder food for my fish room. I'm running low. I think I'm. Is anybody using algae wafers that are decently priced? I'm looking for like a pound, maybe 2 pounds. I could probably get away with 2 pounds. Maybe just buy 1 pound to try it out. Hello, Fish Family. I never saw my Cory fry either, June. Um, any ship food. Corys love it. Get yours on the eBay. Nice. Oh, shrimp. Like the freeze-dried shrimp? I haven't. I bought some early on and I have inherited some twice. And uh I don't like soaking dried food first, which you kind of have to do. And even the goldfish had trouble eating it, but maybe what I was getting was too big. Oh, shrimp food for fish, for shrimp, give it to the Corey. Yeah, I have been doing that. I have shrimp food that I've had open for almost a year now, so it's time to feed it out and get it done. Hello, Adele. Welcome, welcome. My sister from down under. I saw you were doing some fishing. I thought that was super cool. I haven't fished in over a year. I want to do that. My cousin has a boat slip on Lake Austin now, so uh, there is a structure to cast off of. I've never caught anything. The water is extremely cold in that part of the lake. They're very close to the dam, but there's like 3 foot carp, like 8 of them hanging out underneath the dock that was next door. So I assume it'll be the same. I saw a picture of a alligator gar. I couldn't tell how big it was, but it was chilling in the water. So I'm looking forward to getting out there, checking that out. I'm receiving texts through while the stream is going. I've received a text. Families on a group text, and it's been wild with all of the football. We got some Georgia Bulldogs, some Aggies, some Longhorns. It's been chat has been crazy. I have contributed by sending memes from water ball. Foosball is the devil, as the is the GIF that I sent. But yeah, plans are being made. It's going to be a hectic week next week. I will be with them on Wednesday evening, so I will not be streaming. But everybody have a great holiday. I can't wait to hear all about it the next week. And like I said, I'll be in contact through email. I'm going to not this coming Monday, but it's the Monday after Thanksgiving. I am planning on shipping. We're gonna do it. I have it's my first time using heat packs and sending in cooler weather, so I'm a little apprehensive, but I'm apprehensive every time I ship fish. So um, I've had wonderful results thus far. So hopefully it will continue in that vein. So let me put some food in the front of this. It's time to drink coffee. Jude lost connection. You're back now. Okay, Gina, the last time you went was at the Triple Crown. Yeah, I mean, it's been a minute. Only Oscars, it's been a minute for you. I see that. For my rosy barbs, some freeze-dried shrimp might be actually a lot of fun for them because they get after it, and they would like worry a freeze-dried shrimp for a long time. And I don't know. I could think of some metal music for some shorts to make that happen in the land of shorts. All right. So I was looking for something to give these guys. All right, folks. I'm back. She's a little crooked, but she'll do. There we go. A frenzy of activity, ladies and gentlemen. We've hit the high point of the stream a little early, but here we are. June left. She'll be right back. But everybody else, pay attention. This is it. This is a frenzy. Dr. Basilier's uh, shrimp sticks. Like, I think they like it. So yeah, the moss has moved over to the right side of the tank now. So yeah, it just has to. They just move it. They just move it around as necessary. It's like it's moving cover. So that's an interesting part of my tank. The hair grass in the back actually, with it back there and out of focus, looks a lot fluffier on camera than it actually is. It looks kind of like steel wool, you know what I mean, and like texture, you know what I mean. And it's all curled together and everything, and I kind of like it that way. And I'm thinking that I'll take that and separate it into two clumps and move a clump to another tank and see how it does. Um, it's an excellent filler of space, and this clump is only about, I'd say, like 5 inches high. So I mean, like it can almost be in the foreground if you're like not really going for any sort of scene, which is a theme in many of my tanks. Um, the overgrown jungle look being what I'm going for in most of them. Yes, sir. Those are the peppercorn long fins. I got those from Huna, Aquahuna, I want to say. I think that's the name. Yeah, Aquahuna. I ordered them. I ordered six, and one died shortly after it got here. And then that colony held strong. And then I moved them. I lost one in the move, uh, in the moving of tanks and catching them all. Um, and then they have bred and not a large survival rate. The eggs get eaten almost as quickly as they're laid, but I have an albino longfin in there, and it I have some canii in another tank across the room, and those have never been in the same tank as these guys. So I believe it's just from these peppercorns. You know what I mean? Which is cool and unique. He's over there on the far left right now. But wait a minute, we were talking about him a few weeks back, and he actually has color in his eye, so he's not like a true albino. I want to say leucistic, or is it non-leucistic? Just pushing that snail out of the way. Yeah. So yeah, Doc Awesome. He just like yeah, he appeared. So yeah, man, it's like part of the line. It's quite a trip, really. when you think about the genetic numbers of it all, you know what I mean? Like that's a lottery fish right there. I noticed him around Valentine's Day last year, and he was pretty big, which means he was hiding forever. But yeah, he's a pretty happy dude. Still a juvenile, so could be a female. But yeah, I worked 5 days last week, and really, honestly, like not bad, man. You know what I mean? Like just doing things when I'm supposed to do them. I feel like it's already like woken me up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like just doing more things in general, and then maybe I can be at a leisurely pace when I after this next weekend, after I work my next 5 days, my next 5 nights, I'll be working, and then I'll be hanging out with family during the day and stuff like that. But like get that reset, hit the ground running a little bit. For I have been lethargic level fish keeping at this point, but I keep coming back here every week and chatting with you guys, and that breathes life back into my hobby. But yeah, I have a couple. Uh, well, I guess one of them is like content related, and the other one is live stream related. So we'll start with the live stream one. I was thinking that for music, if we all through the internet went to the radio station that I listen to here in town, KUTX, we could all be listening to, the radio and uh, chatting together at the same time, because I wouldn't be broadcasting the audio of the radio station. But I'm not sure if there's going to be a hiccup. Like I haven't figured out how I would do how I would be listening and not broadcasting it. I guess I could have it on like a radio like on a speaker to the side, just playing in here, and then have ambient aware on my headphones. So then I would hear it, but the audio would be picking up my voice and talking, not the music, maybe. So that was the thing that I was thinking about for a live stream. And then the other thing was for my shorts, like a series of shorts and things like that. I've always loved time lapse photography from when I was a kid. I want to say like Mr. Rogers, trying to think of what other like through the television like programs I was watching where they showed time lapse a lot. Just like that requires a little bit more organization than I have proven to consistently do in the past. So there are some obvious obstacles to it, but like the shorts, like showing before and then like after I do something that changes the look of the tank, you know what I mean? Then show that. So as I do work of the in the fish room, I just document it. You know what I mean? Like before I start, and then I document it again at the end, and like that'll take care of it. Craig, another 30 stanka. Craig, you got koi problems, bro. Welcome in, by the way. If I didn't see it, if you came in earlier. So yeah, the work week went by like fine, which proves that my job is pretty chill most of the time. It was a good week for movies. What we watched a movie that was older. I can't think of what it was now, but um, oh, it was School of Rock, and I love that film. So it was definitely a good time. There was lots of basketball and football on. I don't remember much of it. I was scrying the ether of Instagram and what else was I doing? Oh man, I've been looking for a new game to play on my mobile. And I haven't settled in on it yet. But yeah, I know, man. It's easy to forget, huh, Doc? Yeah, I usually do 3 days, and now I'm doing like 5 days, like a nurse who's got a family. There's a lot of nurses out there that are stacking up that 60 hours a week on the regular because it can be done. Like there's work out there. There's plenty of work. Um, but there's like work-life balance. That's hard. So I slept a lot and didn't catch up on anything. So anything fish fam related, like exciting news of baby fish and like cool shit. Stuff I'm interested in. You know what I mean? Like I want the marshmallow fluff of it all. Uh I have missed out on, but I did get to talk to all things fish and got to talk to Rob's for the first time, so that was pretty cool. Uh, what aquarium podcast? Okay, Doc, awesome. So yeah, you're surrounded by nurses as well. Like same thing. Like uh, friend was a nurse, sister is a nurse, mother-in-law is a nurse. I think that's everybody. J Rock doing stuff. Welcome in, buddy. Yeah, man, it's cool. And I think service in general is cool. You know what I mean? Like there are glamorous and unglamorous examples, but like anything where you're trying to make the world like a less chaotic place. You know what I mean? Like that sort of a thing where you're attending to something like almost everything like breaks down. Like there's a large like service part of like every job, you know, and the basics of that are pretty cool to me. I don't know where I was going with that. It was gonna go deep, but alas. But I feel like I'm much more awake when I'm awake now. I feel like going to work 5 days out of the week was beneficial because it like forced me a routine. Had a doctor's appointment yesterday. I'm all good. Got to go get a heart scan and a colonoscopy. The joys of being middle aged, but I think that that is wrong because I think that technically like middle age is like 38 or something. So I'm like 10 years off of that. So like late middle age, I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I've been feeling older, you know what I mean? I know people a lot older than me can tell me that I don't know shit, and I believe that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I am coughing while reaching behind the seat in my car for something, you know what I mean? And like, you know, messing up my shoulder for you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I was like, yeah, I am getting injuries from apparently like just existing occasionally now. Right, service is cool if you're helping people. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you've got to. Yeah, I've had jobs where it's like point A to point Q. You know what I mean? Like so, and you do that all day. You know what I mean? And it's just like, are you helping? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like yeah, nursing is cool in the fact that, you know, you're there, you're observing, you're writing things down, and you are noting like results or lack of results. You know what I mean? So like that's just like the routine. At the end of the day, you know that you helped somebody. You know what I mean? Like very tangible. But yeah, define helping. You know what I mean? It's just like I guess, but that's a lot of what fish keeping is being a steward for our fish. You know what I mean? And like taking care of our fish. So that's like the same thing. You know what I mean? Like a lot of it is the same. You know what I mean? Like you have to assess the tank. Like how are they? Like you know what I mean? Like how are they doing? Are they doing well? Are they doing poorly? Are they eating? So I mean, in a big way, y'all are all fish nurses. You know what I mean? Like for all intents and purposes. J Rock used to be a maintenance tech for a 1,200 unit apartment complex for 7 years, right? Exactly. At the end of the day, like sink wasn't working, sink is working now. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like that's like very easy at the end of the day. That's very hard though, like having to get under sinks into all that sort of stuff. Like that's gotta be a little bit of wear and tear. I have a little bit. I mean, like I have to have to stoop down and do things to like a wheelchair and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm not doing any heavy lifting or anything. There's a lift at work, so nothing too bad. But I definitely use my full range of motion throughout the shift. But there's a lot of sitting around, which is kind of my style. I like it. All right, Cora works in here with if I was going to get a fish themed tattoo, would I rather get a tramp stamp or a boob chandelier? The boob chandelier, the is that underneath the boob? So like right on the sternum? I think that that's what I would go with, and like it would be either like Native American art from the Pacific Northwest, like kind of like a totem pole, like that style that you would see. I know that that's like there's a lot of totem poles that have the art that I'm talking about. Um, and I mean no disrespect, I just have a lack of knowledge, but I've always appreciated the art. I think something like that, like the eagle with the outspread wings, or maybe the bear face with some claws. I think it would be something like that. I feel like I would see a tattoo on the front of my body in the mirror more often than I would see a tramp stamp. Tramp stamps you can't see. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's that's what it's just what J-Rock said. Coast Salish art. Oh, that's really cool. I did. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that Alex Williamson thinks that that is cool too, because I think it's really cool. So I think everybody should think it's cool. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me that that he's into that also. But yeah, no, that is cool. Man, I've watched Alex for so long. Like, I wonder if he's talked about it before, and like, I'm not remembering. Like, I have forgotten more that I have seen Alex Williamson say than I could ever hope to learn. You know what I mean? It's just like he gets going sometimes. You know what I mean? And it's just like there's a lot of information. Freaking love it, man. Oh, Rob's from the podcast told me that in Alex's stream to say taste the fish tank water. So Rob's with a Z, I believe. Also maybe two B's. I'm not sure. Aquarium Guys podcast. Toro does remember a lot, and I freaking applaud you for it, bro. I mean, like, I would also feel like that might be a bird, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I've never lived that life, you know? You know what I mean? Like, remembering everything. I don't think so. I don't think my memory was that good as a kid either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think you have to pay attention more to accomplish something like that. There they go, using the full space. What's up? So we're curled up here with the with the corridors on a lovely now Thursday in the Central Time Zone by 11 minutes into the witching hour. I'm glad everybody's here. Please like and subscribe. All the things, receipts. Encyclopedia Brown. Craig is making a water chain system for his water barrel. All right, Craig, you go, buddy. Yeah, I'm doing all my water changes tonight after this. Woohoo! Um, I'd like to listen to something different, but Wu-Tang Clan has been getting it done, y'all. Gets those water changes done. All right, a 3 gallon glowfish tank. That's pretty cool, man. I appreciate the glowfish. Uh, I think that it's great in the fact that it's like a 3D living blacklight poster. And I thought blacklight posters were pretty cool in my teenage years. You know what I mean? So like, I'm glad it exists, and I'm glad it's there. I don't like the trademarking of jeans. Um, they put a limitation on it, so yeah, I guess that's cool. Um, yeah, I just don't like the trademarking of jeans and saying that if this animal that you're taking care of breeds, you're not allowed to do anything with the offspring monetarily. I was like, I feel like it's petty. You know what I mean? Like, but I didn't make any of those decisions. So, you know what I mean? Like, I just do my thing. Oh, okay, Craig. So yeah, so you're going to put some water to the side and like let it wait. Yeah, I end up doing that here in the winter when it's colder, and I do it. I just want to let you know that one of my cousins will be driving in on Tuesday, and my mother just gave that a heart. So there you go. You guys are all cut up, and the family Thanksgiving text string. Um, yeah, Craig, I end up doing it, and it does off gas the chlorine, but I do it so that then the water is the right temperature by letting the water sit inside my fish room, which is climate controlled. Then the water like comes up to fish room temperature and stuff like that because it can get to be too cold, but only in a situation when I am changing like 50% of the water. If I'm only doing a 20% water change, that the water is never cold enough uh, coming out of the tap that it's going to move the water temperature more than like 5 degrees. That's true. It does get the kids interested in the hobby. And I mean, like, I'm actually willing. I'm not even going to argue with that. Yeah, it gets kids into the hobby, and I'm a kid at heart. So I see the allure, and I'm not saying I wouldn't have. You know what I mean? Like, it probably wouldn't be hard to freaking like find glowfish on the freaking rescue. You know what I mean? And get my whole tank there. For me, I just want all the young kids around me to know that this is a thing. You know what I mean? And like answer any questions that they have. And if they are looking to start in the hobby, do everything that I can to help them out. I mean, I got a garage full of junk in here. If I can take any of it and make a tank for you, you know what I mean? Like, there you go. You know what I mean? Like, done. Hello, Melvin. Melvin, you got some Thanksgiving plans, buddy? You seeing anybody? Anybody coming to see you? All my family on my mom's side is coming into town. I'm gonna have a big to do. It'll be good to see them. Sorry about that, folks. Distracted. Gina says usually smoke a ham for the family on Thanksgiving, but our family told us not to this year because of our vacation at the hospital. Well, hey, you want to know what? Congratulations. Let somebody feed you. That sounds nice, Gina. And I know that it's going to be good to be around your family. Bunch giving, bunch giving. Make cranberry syrup and sauce. Come on now, that sounds pretty good. Apparently, my family, I'm not involved. Like I'm just showing up. Like I'm that guy. You know what I mean? And like nobody asks us to take on any responsibilities, and we don't ask to take on any responsibilities. Uh, we're there for vibe. But apparently, I am having a turkey from Popeye this year. Sounds pretty good. I might buy some turkey and cut it in half and smoke it. Yeah, that's right. It's gonna be yeah, it's always lonely on the holidays with those that we have lost. Many blessings to you, Melvin, and I hope that you have a good time. Anyway, you should tell stories. Share your memories of your loved ones. You know what I mean? Like that's always a good way to spend a holiday. Yeah, Gina, that is true. We still have but my mom and her sister and brother. Um, and so they will be helping out my cousin Jessica quite a bit. And then my cousins that come in from Georgia, they're going with my uncle on like a grocery run towards the beginning of the week and stuff like that. And so I think that's how all of that's getting done. But we live here in town, so when we head out there and stuff like that, we're part of the crew that can go and get things as needed. So I'm more of a hot shot type of delivery, not the not like the full, not like a full load, but like a specialist. You know what I mean? Like a runner, if you will. Bunny V, welcome in. I am all right. I'm working long hours, but like shining because of it. You know what I mean? Like no worse for wear. Had sinus issues last week, but like got over those. Uh, the neti pot saves me yet again. Just nasal rinses, baby. But yeah, I was getting sinus headaches, and I was like, this sucks. But yeah, that helped. But that, I think that really like helped my work week because I wasn't feeling like top notch on Thursday and Friday, but by Saturday I was feeling better, and then that made Sunday and Monday even easier. So good times. Oh yeah, J Rock. I mean, like for sure. But that time of year like makes you remember your mom as well. And like that's the other thing about grief is it's not always sad. Like sometimes you're in your memories or something will remind you of them. Um like with my dad passed away a long time, 2009. Goodness. And like I see stuff all the time that reminds me of my dad and like makes me laugh. Like my dad always had a mustache, and my dad's favorite Muppets character was the Swedish Chef and stuff like that. And for some reason, I am like reminded of my father every time I see like any of the videos where they have the Swedish Chef like rapping, and like it just cracks me up. And like I think it's the mustache. I think it's the mustache and the fact that that was the only Muppet that my dad like ever imitated, other than the two old guys in the booth. He liked to imitate their laughter all the time. Woo, woo, woo. Heck yeah, no, it's just great. It's just great to interact with everybody, share a tank in my garage. You know what I mean? Like hang out. Like this does like help me like keep my sanity. And yeah, I mean it's real simple. You know what I mean? Like there's not much to the program. You know what I mean? But um, yeah, this could go anywhere, but right now, in this moment, I am glad that all of you individually and collectively are here and that we are just vibing. Because, yeah, man, it's stressful out there. Baby plecos. My goodness. I just poked myself with a sharp. Let me know it's there. You can't even see it. Well, it's time for another cup of coffee, y'all. And possibly a band-aid. No, I don't know. Safety meeting, for safety, bro. Oh, no one makes me bleed my own blood. Gina, I do not have any cute band-aids. We did do that for a while. Uh, like we had some cool ones. Um, but we are on the we like the band-aids that have the tegaderm around them a whole lot. And I'm a big fan of the fabric band-aid. Uh, and I take the band-aid and uh, I cut the two, I fold it in half and then put the two ends together and then I cut the ends in half. And then that is how you put it on to like the end of a finger or something like that. And then you have four tails down at the bottom that you can wrap in different directions and stuff like that. So that is the standard for our emergency kit at my. I've also got a whole lot of wound care type stuff. Yeah, Gina, yeah, and J Rock, you like the fabric band-aids as well. Yeah. The plastic ones just uh it might have been because they were old, but the plastic ones like ended up like just like not staying on very well, and the fabric ones tend to get a better adhesion. But I'm also, if it's small and it's not bleeding, um, if it's not actively bleeding, I'm a big fan of washing it with soap and water and then just putting a little bit of Vaseline over it. I had a nurse practitioner for one of my clients who turned me on to the fact that keeping a wound moist is one of the biggest things that speeds up the healing process. Like it slows down when it gets a scab on it. And that made sense to me. And I've had clients and stuff where band-aids and things like that bother them and they inevitably always take it off. So it was just hit it with some Vaseline, keep it clean. Yeah, the butterfly strips are cool. Basically, you're making a butterfly strip, kind of, by cutting on the band-aid. Yeah, gauze and butterfly strips. Yup. That's a good point, Gina. I have a respiration mask for CPR in the car, and in my nursing bag, but I do not have a tourniquet in my car. Hey, J Rock, it works, man. No shame in your game, dude. And Josh, that is why I believe that you are my brother from another mother, because that is exactly something that happened to me several times as a kid. I also rolled my ankle every freaking week. Most of my childhood, I had a sprained ankle. I'd wake up in the morning and it'd be over. And now I haven't sprained my ankle in 3 years, but sometimes when I squat down um, and I'm on my feet, like I feel something in my ankle that's not pleasant. Paper towels and tape works. You know what I mean? Like, of course it works. It's a tampon. So yeah, for those of you who weren't here earlier, I have baby plecos in my albino tank. It looks like they are all brown, which is all right with me. I actually think the brown ones are the best looking. I like the I like their patterning, like the little white dots all over them. Okay, Bunny Viper, what do we got? You don't feel like you're going to die tomorrow, but the nurses said this is probably my last summer. All right, that's sad news. I'm sure you've heard how when you get near to death, you may see dead relatives and stuff. Dude, are you seeing dead people, Bunny Viper? So, Bunny, being told stuff like that, like, are you like, are you having like very strong feelings? You know what I mean, and stuff like that, or having like a terminal illness and things like that, like you've been preparing for it for a while and like whatever comes comes, because like I'm able to get my head to a point where I believe that's true for me, but I mean, like, I don't know how I'm going to act. You know what I mean, when given bad news about my health and things like that. I'd like to think that I'm, but you never know. And of course, you're free to share whatever you want to share here. And not share anything that you wish to share here. I'm not trying to put you on the spot or anything. When my thumb got cut off, I used electrical tape and a washcloth to hold it on till we got to the hospital. Joshua, that's extreme, bro. I haven't had a digit like cut off of me. And like I feel like it's by luck alone. You know what I mean? Because like I don't feel like I was I don't feel like I am like overly cautious in my life. Nathan Hovey in the house. We appreciate you too, brother. Like it's been a big cuddle fest in here this evening. The vibe is very chill. I put my hand down on the table and cut myself on a Exacto knife, the new blade. So it's sharp. I wasn't watching where I was putting my hands while I was looking behind me earlier. And we're watching the Corys do their thing. Belinda, welcome in. Yep, 7 a.m. will come fast. I don't know why it's not letting me select that. It's not letting me select any of them. I wonder if I'm even live. Yeah. Continued. The like and don't feel that close, but I do feel the presence of my dad sometimes in strange ways. That's pretty cool. I'm glad you're okay, Bunny. We love you. Come and share anytime you want. If you ever want to come up on a live stream, this is one where you're welcome. I can't think of one where you wouldn't be, you know? So that's the same for all of you guys. If anybody ever wants to freaking like have a conversation and be part of this show, send me an email and we'll get it taken care of. I'm gonna give Google $20 so I can have 100 gigs of photo storage so that then I don't have to transfer files. Um, it can do it for me in the cloud because they're going to cut my email off again. Bunny Viper with the medical advice there. Love it, girl. That's crazy, Josh. Josh, my mom got bit by one of our cats that got out and was freaking out in the bushes during a thunderstorm. And my mom went out to get the cat, and the cat ended up biting her, and it bit her on the wrist, and she ended up getting an infection and having to go for antibiotics, like for a couple weeks, like IV antibiotics, and like it was a deal. And I'm sure that she still feels it to this day sometimes. I'm gonna ask her about that on Thanksgiving. Joshua Templeton. Let me see if I got your email. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Josh, buddy, I just checked and yeah, dude, I just got your response. It's all there, brother. I'll continue with you on that email chain that we have going on. Um like I said, Monday after Thanksgiving is my date that I want to send. I will contact people this next week. No live stream next week, folks. I'm going to take the time to spend with my family, and I think that that's a good thing. Um, Either way, I'm either going to tell you a heartfelt story about spending time with my family or talk about somebody that made me mad. We'll find out. I'm excited. Either way, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, I'm just going to go there and be weird like I normally am. It's really like not that big a deal. I've been just thinking about it ahead of time a lot more than I normally do, which is odd. But, I suppose I suppose other people might it might be more common than I think. Yeah, yeah. My mom was complaining about her wrist, and we were like, and hers was bothering her enough to where she was like, I really think that I ought to go get this looked at. So glad you're looking out for your mom like that. But I mean, like, that's how it goes. You know what I mean? Like, it's easier for other people to see something going on with this. There's been several times in my life where I'm like sick and I'm like just pushing through because like I feel ill. And like I've had roommates in the past be like, nah, dude, you're not going to freaking work. Like you need help. And it's like, what really? You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it's caught me by surprise before. But yeah, that's one of the things like I am so thankful for my wife in many ways, but uh she sees me in my daily life and she'll be like, yo, man, like what's going on? You're acting different. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't pay attention sometimes. With the little white boots and some white on his face. Yeah, I have a friend who has baby possums showing up to eat the cat food outside. Awesome, J Rock. I've got a wicked spider on my front porch. It's been doing well with the moths, stuff like that. I can show you guys that. That's like one of the more interesting things I got going on. Um, let me see. Settings, back camera. Let's try it. Oh, hold on. Look at that beauty. Been doing very well. It's like right in the doorway and made its web so that it doesn't get brushed by people coming in and out the door. And we've left him, her here, just doing her thing. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I don't like spiders in general. But I'm pretty happy with that spider, and that spider is eating well and doing great. Set up right there. I like to support nature in my backyard. Like I've got those lizards. Um, they're now away from the porch where they hung out all summer, and I've been seeing them on the fence along the back of my property. And they're darker now. Um, much more dark browns and blacks in the tone on their scales. Pretty freaking cool. And the wasps are still hanging on. I assume we'll lose them with the first freeze, but they're not moving very much and they don't do very much. I'm sure they're more active during the day. Um, and I'm not really seeing them when they're doing their thing, but they can get water from the pond there, stuff like that. And there's plenty of insects in my yard for them to hang on with. And I've still been seeing honeybees. Everybody's doing good. A few butterflies. We finally got some rain. We went for like over 40 days without rain in like August, and all the trees and bushes and everything just looked like they were just barely holding on. And like now they're getting some water, but it's time to drop the leaves. So we'll see what happens. Josh, you got stung by a hornet in the kitchen tonight? That's no good, bro. Oh, I swell up pretty good with those. I haven't had a full-on anaphylactic shock, but the swelling is more than it should be for sure. Oh, Secret Santa is happening. Excellent. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm in support of it. I don't believe I'll be participating this year, but hey, man, y'all get on that and make your deadlines and stuff and be cool. Okay. Well, I have run out of coffee, so I guess that means it's time to freaking get to work in here. I'm gonna change probably 35. I'm gonna change like 40% of the water in the goldfish tank, and everything else is gonna get about 20%. That is my plan for water changes in the fish room, and I'm gonna listen to some music and things like that. And that should keep me rocking till done. J Rock. Yeah, I have some spiders in here, but they're all like their bodies are like microscopic almost, like really, really small, and then they've got like crazy long legs. They're not like the daddy long legs that we uh, used to see when I was a kid, the ones that clump up in a nest in the corner. Um, these guys are all individuals and stuff like that, but there's spider webs all over the place in here. And I just kind of clear them out and neaten them up. I don't go and pull them all out so the spiders can hide and build a new nest as necessary. But it definitely keeps the uh, gnats and things down in here and stuff like that. Well, Belinda, you have a nice evening yourself. Nathan Hovey, wasn't sure if you're going to participate. Why not? There you go. So, hey, there you go. See, that is another reason why it's fun. Right, exactly. Yeah, I don't want to spray because the fish, for sure. That explains why they were hanging out in my grandfather's hydroponic uh, setup in the pump house. He grew tomatoes. Well, congratulations, Gina. We're just wrapping up here, guys. We're in the last couple minutes. So if anybody has anything that they need to say it now. I love you guys. I've said it several times. I've just been, hey, man, I love it here. It's It's a good time. Um, what a wonderful feeling being at a loss for words. Not usually like me. My mouth is always flapping. Had the gift of gab from an early age. Josh, you're asking Bunny if she was looking for a corn snake. I mean, have you seen a corn snake? You know what I mean? Like, who's not looking for a corn snake? You know what I mean? Like, I am always just like one or two rash decisions away from having a corn snake. Like, that is one of the that is one of the that's one of the more dangerous that's one of the more dangerous things to see at at an event. Walking around, you just see a bunch of corn snakes. Be like, dang. I'll probably have one at some point in my life, but I've never kept a snake ever. Debs, much love, light, and blessings to you as well. What, Jeff's Kane? Is Jeff Kane in here? Did I miss you, buddy? Jeff Kane, email me if you are here and you've been commenting because for some reason I'm blocked or you're blocked, or if it's on my end, like I might need a clue as where to look, but I think I have to go to YouTube Studio and fool around in there and it's somewhere. It wasn't on purpose. Josh says he's had dozens of corn snakes. He used to breed them. Yeah, man. I mean, why not? If you care for them well enough, you know what I mean? Like they'll breed. It's just like the fish hobby, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I guess it depends on how you keep them. If you keep them together, I would assume that that happens. But it seems like with the reptile hobby, a lot of times you see all the snakes and they're kept individually in enclosures. Oh, you were catching them in your house and they were after the mice and you've got them both under control now. That's fun. What? That's better. Well, blessings to all you guys and have yourself a wonderful holiday. I'll catch up with you guys after Thanksgiving. Those of you expecting things from me, there'll be an email. We'll we'll get some things shipped. You guys have a great night and keep being awesome. Remember, everybody's all right, just the way they are. Take a breath.